Health and Wellness Check-In. Today is Sunday, 29 December 2024. I'm Tanis Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Presley, she, her, hers of Graceland. And I'm checking in for a week summary of my health and wellness, social, mental, and physical this past week, Monday 23 to today, Sunday, 29 December 2024. The week was balanced across social, mental, and physical categories at the week time frame. Yes, so if it was chunked down in smaller increments, it might not have been balanced, but across the week I did pretty good. Social category, so included neighborhood friendly faces, Christmas Day celebrated with family, and then exchanged gifts in person 2 ways with my mom, dad, grandma, aunt, Kona dog, the squirrels, and Elvis in book form. And then social interactions of the past. Russell Wilson, I've brought that up a couple times. Yeah, I have met the guy. I'm bringing that up again. We initiated our interactions with a longer conversation, actually, and he was a talker. Yes. And it was actually a bit of a formative. He was very dominant in conversation, and I remember like leaving that conversation being like, I've been dominated in like everything. And that was not a experience that I was used to in any form. And I think going into that conversation, I remember thinking, I'm a talkative person. And then I left that conversation, I was like, I'm at the very least, I'm not the most talkative person. So it was a bit of a, you know, sometimes those interactions leave a bit of a impact. Right. Okay. Mental category. I changed some of my channel content in response to a request from my family. For transparency, my content is not meant to is not intended nor meant to harm anyone. I am also trying not to overcorrect, which itself can cause problems. How do I remember this to prevent it happening again? So I'm going to go with remember, I've been working on this for a few days coming up with this. Remember the solution state. Maybe think of it / them as a better packaging. So if I think of, I have this video I made and there was care and attention that went into making it. Maybe my packaging was not good. All right. So what did I come up with? This solution state. And remember that moving forward. Right? Okay. So yeah. A repackaging or better packaging. Also, if I were to win something like a Mariucci medal in the future, this is thinking of like super forward and notability changes. See if there is an authority figure I could talk to about general safety on the internet, and if things should be addressed with changes in notability. So I bring up the Mariucci medal, or Mariucci prize, or whatever one was called. Would be great if Fit and I were living in Italy. It is based in Italy, so not too far away. But like being like, I can think I have a great rule of thumb, or I have better packaging that I've come to rebrand the video as. How about people who deal with people at a very high level, right? And the like, is there an authority figure there that I could consult and be like, I change stuff, but I'm like, can you help? Like, just not even help me, but like provide an insight on if this is like, is this actually a better solution? Right? So just getting some, like, I guess, advice or feedback from somebody who's more of an authority figure than me, especially if my notability were to increase. Right? There's like what am I trying to say is, what is the solution state now if my notability changes in some big way and things work a little bit different and at a higher level of notability or something like that? I want to make sure that solution state still holds, because if it doesn't, then I need to repackage it again, right? Or I might need to readdress something else entirely, right? Like it might be, I think this is, or we think this might be an issue now, or if I were to go up, but it might be a step up is that's not an issue, that is, and be like, dang it, I tried, but I need to keep doing better. Okay. So so that's one thing. And then I also ruminated about my videos where I read written works on this channel. Should it have its own playlist? So videos of readings to consider are my poetry, short story, and legends readings, as well as like my autobiography and biography exercises, as well as any full-length books I might read. Like some people really want me to read my favorite children's book that I still have a copy of, the I Love You So Much one. It's short enough. So I have already done a book notes on this back in October 2024. Should I read my favorite children's book in a video? Okay. How about my 2015 undergraduate showcase abstract, which I've shown in a previous video from this month, December 2024. My area of fear being addressed with these videos is copyright laws. So there's a spattering of different types of things I've covered, but it's something to, there's fair use in getting to use something for one's own kind of stuff, but I also don't commercialize / capitalize. So I have more liberties than people who make money on this stuff. But there is always, is this even okay? Right? So part of why stuff like that I don't do is that even if it is okay, there's still the fear component of it for me, myself, right at the personal area of concern. Okay. So I'm thinking about it. I'm bringing it up next. I've thought about it, and I was like, well, I've done a fair amount of written works readings. I think I have over 60 of those in like different, like a combination of my own work and other people's work. But maybe start off the new year, 2025, read this on January 1st. Books I read in 2025, straight out of the gate. Have a new playlist, that kind of thing. I've been thinking about it. And then final category, physical. I had multi-day weight gain and deposition. So this is for geology analogy. It's like silt-sized particles settling in a stream. Coming in at something like 5 to 10 pounds lighter than January 2024. Yes, so while I have gained a couple pounds this holiday season, my end of year weight / beginning of year weight for this 2024-2025 transition, I am actually at 5 to 10 pounds lighter than last year. So I did good. I'm not complaining for the holiday season. I did really well this year. There was weight gain, but it was where I normally gain 5 to 10 pounds. I think I'm at like a net weight gain of like a little under 2 pounds, which is really great from my perspective. Oh, and you guys want me to go back to this stream thing. So in a river, when it's really high energy, like the stream's like bouncing, or the water's bouncing or something like this. Big rocks fall out. When the water is calm, little small particles, kind of like it's where you get really soft mud. It's really calm water. So essentially, but it takes longer. The water has to calm down, and then the little particles have to settle out. So how weight gain for this past week worked for my body was, it takes a few days for all of the weight to gain. And in general, that's how weight gain works for me, is it takes like typically about 4 days for the weight to be deposited. And it seems it's the same for weight loss, is I don't actually see like progress or the final product of that stuff for typically about 4 days. So it's just a curiosity if you're, that's kind of how it works for me. So there we go. In conclusion, balanced at the week time scale, maybe not within the week on like smaller chunks, but across the week I did achieve balance. So happy health and wellness to you whenever and wherever you're viewing this from.